Welcome, everyone. This is Brad Matheny. Today is July 2nd. This is a review of the last week and a half, roughly, of the Plan Your Trade video series. Now, I did this as an example to try to show you guys what was capable of being accomplished with my research and my SPY cycle patterns. I'm going to go to a daily chart here. In the process, what I tried to do was to highlight this image of my SPY cycle patterns from, I believe we started around the 18th, near the end of this month, carried all, or this week, carried all the way through the end of June. And now we're into the week of July here. We just completed the rally phase. Big, beautiful rally. Yesterday's rally kind of faltered out, but today was perfect. But again, the purpose of this is to show you how factual data, even if it's not 100% perfect, and being able to see a little bit into the future to know what's coming. Remember, when I provided you this data a couple of weeks ago, this is looking 1, 2, 3, almost 4 weeks into the future, telling you what's coming. And what we do is what I try to do is read these as little sentences or paragraphs. So I was reading this as a sideways rotational top, was reading this as a sideways rotation downward, which we saw last week. I'm reading this as a rally phase. You can watch the videos. The original video, I think, started around the 18th or 19th of this for this Plan Your Trade series. But now we've moved past the carryover. We're coming into a holiday. We've got a very strong momentum rally on Friday. And then, as a little hint, I'll come in here and I will show you the current SPY cycle pattern data, which here's our current data rally moving into an inside breakaway on the 4th, into a momentum rally. Then, as we go out into the following week, the 8th, the week of July 8th, we have a flat down in trend mode, a momentum rally in carryover mode, a gap up higher in trend mode, breaking up down in counter trend mode, given the fact that I expect that we're going to be moving higher. This breaking pattern on the 11th and 12th could be a bit of a downward day. Then we move into this very interesting no trigger. Very unusual, actually. I don't think I've seen this in quite a while. So I'm going to tell you right now that the long and short of it is this week moving into the major crush pattern here, I think could be very, very interesting. This major crush in a counter trend mode could be a big explosive move. I mean, major explosive move. In the meantime, like I said, I'm going to review the data, see what we have coming here. You can see we have a carryover, counter trend, trending mode, counter trend, then trending mode, no pattern. It's kind of unusual to get a no pattern. But at this point, like I said, I think we will be safely into earnings. I think we'll be safely moving higher in a melt up type of a mode. So again, what I wanted to show you in this video was, let's take a look at the data. Okay, just factual data. Let's take a look and see, how did I do? How did I do in my interpretation? So here's the first day that we had the projection. So there's the 18th. Here's the 20th. I predicted a downward crush pattern. Didn't really happen. Came down, but did not crush as hard as I thought. Then the following day, I predicted this line here. We ended up closing right here on a little doji bar. Very solid, in my opinion. Right in the middle of this range. Perfectly predicted. Then I predicted a further down bar. We did move down. We did not move further down as I thought. Again, very clean. Then we rolled higher. Again, I predicted higher data on the 25th, higher close. We did have it happen. I predicted a stronger rally in this case. We did not get that stronger rally, but we did get a higher close. I predicted a carryover trend here, moving a bit sideways. We saw a bit of a movement up. This was our big crush pattern moving downward. This was our counter trend rally phase. I suggested looking for support down here around 544, 543, trying to find areas down here in this support. And today, even this morning, when it was trading just below 543, the SPY, I kept to my word and kept to the pattern, indicating that today's rally was going to be substantial. And I even highlighted the fact that we could move up in this 548.50 to 549 area, which is exactly where we moved. Now you can see this line here. This was a rough example of what I thought was going to happen going back on the 18th. When I go back in here on an hourly or 30-minute time frame, we get a little more data, and you can see historically here, folks. I mean, it's really, in my opinion, tough to argue with this. And I ask you, find anybody that can predict 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 potential trading bars into the future with this type of accuracy. Now, granted, it's not 100%. Nothing is ever going to be 100%, ever. When you're trying to identify what is coming and where the opportunities are, you basically have to rely on the concept that you need guidance, you need information, you need facts, you need data, and you need then to understand how that presents opportunities for you to be able to trade. So if you remember, I mentioned that this downward trend would be tradable, this little upward trend would be, scalpable. This particular crush bar could be very tradable, and that this rally phase was very tradable. So we had a very solid crush bar here the day of the crush. Remember, here's the day I drew it. This is actually the price action. Here's the day I drew it, inside bar, very inside trading. Here's the day I drew the rally, big solid rally phase running right up to my number. And now we're looking at a carryover. And then on Friday, we get a big momentum rally. And I think we could be probably up in this 540 or 553 to 555 area. But again, I'm just trying to highlight the strength of factual data. Okay. A lot of people come out and give opinions. A lot of people come out and show, market crashing. In fact, I get so frustrated sometimes at people coming out every week telling you the market's going to crash. In fact, I built a chart for a friend of mine that was so funny. You come back over here and I'll just show you real quick. And the crash people, I mean, literally, it's like crash, 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 all the way up. And you can see the way my systems have been running. My systems have been 100% long from right over here. We went into a move into cash. Then we went back to 100% long right over here. So let me copy this and move this if I can. The long and short of it is we have been 100% long since pretty much November, December of 2023, a little bit earlier actually. And the Ment rotational modeling system has been 100% long since back over in this area, which is my investor modeling system. And now we're looking at, as I mentioned to you, or you can see here, we're looking at a massive continuation of a wave 3 targeting 606 first up in this area right here, possibly leading to an extension up into this 670, maybe 680 area, possibly even higher. So the real reality, folks, is that, factual data is very, very important when you're trying to make decisions. Okay. And what I'm really trying to show you here is not only the strength of my SPY cycle patterns, but the strength of my longer term research. Remember, we are not trying to stand in front of the market. We really are not. We are trying to identify when the best opportunities for trade exist and then take our calculated risks trading very efficiently into the markets. Okay. I urge you guys to continue following my videos, subscribe to my Trading View channel, follow along. Let the next 5 years are going to be full of opportunity. Yes, there's going to be some big downturns. I'm not going to lie to you. The markets are going to have some pretty big corrections, and eventually we're going to move into a very big correction. But I am going to tell you right now that if you want to dramatically improve your trading style, and if you think this SPY cycle patterns, the ability to, and this is weekly, so I'm going back here to daily, the ability to pick apart the markets like I've done right here for the last 10, 11 days. Remember, ask yourself, do you know anybody who can predict the future 2 weeks in advance and or predict price action this concurrently going forward, this cleanly using very proprietary pattern recognition system only available at Mint.com? Do you know anybody that can do this? And if you can tell me yes, then I would love to hear who. Because, like I said, I just did this all in real time, proving it day after day after day that I'm capable of delivering this for you if you want it. Okay. Again, it's a matter of you've got to decide if you want this information and if you want this type of actionable trading data to help you learn to become a better trader. Okay. I really just want to highlight that this worked out exactly as I expected. My plan was to come out here, show you what the cycle patterns can do, show you how accurate they are. Remember, they're not 100%, but they are close to 80% accurate, and it has worked out beautifully. Now, we're going to see tomorrow we get a carryover, probably a little bit of an upward move, and then on Friday we get a big momentum rally in trending mode. And I think we're probably going to be up in this 555, 554, maybe even higher, 556, 557 area. Could be another big swing move on Friday to the upside. Okay, guys, let's go get some. Talk to you later.